writer's strike, which we all love. And I was just wondering that the creators had sort of this game plan. They went in, that the writer's strike happened, and I wanted to know sort of how you felt while that was going on, like what was going through your mind while that show was down, and then when it came back up and they had to sort of reassemble the show in certain ways after the writer's strike happened, and a lot of things had to change. How sort of, what were your expectations thrown off? What sort of happened with the show? How did you feel, etc.?
One of the things that happened, we were shooting our first Earth landing, the Bad Earth.
We were on the beach.
We're on the beach. And that was the day that we were going to wrap for the writer's strike. It was the last possible day we were allowed to legally work. And it was a really interesting environment because we were all together, which was really fun. And on the one hand, you had 25 actors on a beach who, as you saw in the show, were human beings completely in shock. But there was a huge crane shot, if you remember, and when we were doing the crane shot, every time Michael Romer said "wrap," every actor pulled out their cell phone because they were talking to their agents about the writer's strike. And that was the only time that we ever saw really, literally cell phones in this group. And when we got to LA, I think the thing that we focused on more were the writers, being on the picket line with them and sort of really supporting them. I don't think people worried too much about the show. Ron made a promise to us that we'd be back no matter what, and everyone believed him. But we needed to support our guys, and they were out there every morning, and they gave them a early march time in front of Universal. So that's really what happened during that time. But I don't know about you guys, but I never doubted for a second we'd be back. Did anybody doubt it?
Yeah, I did.
He doubted it. Well, there you are.
I mean, I wasn't thinking, oh, we'll never be back, but I thought it was uncanny that that episode that we were shooting, we could have stopped Battlestar Galactica right there.
Yeah.
There would have been some questions hanging, but it was a logical place to end for us to get to Earth and find out that it had been nuked. The reveals that came in with that episode, we could have stopped it.
Right, and Eddie was saying we weren't coming back.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Eddie was saying, oh, I just got it from my agent or not.
He was convinced.
It was very dramatic. Well,
But the other thing,
you did it, you got a hold of it. He answered my note, but he didn't answer me.
Oh, let's not start. Don't get
Is he good?
started now. He answered you, he didn't.
Yeah, what about these two?
but no, the other thing about the shooting that final episode was that we had just been nuked. So the sets that we were used to had been desecrated, just like bombed. So everything was crushed and demolished. And I mean, I was buried under rubble and with, basically buried alive, both Hogan and I. And it was just weird to think that now they're going to pull the plug. And the other, somebody get that? the other sad thing about it was, this was a well-oiled show. Everybody knew their job perfectly and brilliantly and showed up. Everything, this machine was working perfectly. And there was no apparent reason. There was no reason to pull the plug other than to support the writers. So it was just this dichotomy. It was sad, but eventually.
It was weird that we all were on set at that time, because if you notice, not very often is the whole cast together at the same time, not since the miniseries with so many characters on set at the same time. So that was very spooky. Is this lights going up? Am I coming down to something, or am I freaking out here, or are the lights going up?
Has Aaron Douglas arrived?
Yeah, that must be
We're wrapping up, but I have one quick question for Luciana. Luciana, I understand you're going to be on Caprica. Can you tell us who you will or won't be playing?
But I can tell you guys about Caprica because I don't want to give away any of the story, but I'm very happy to be on the show. And I will to tell you that I am not playing Kat, and I'm not playing Kat's grandmother or ancestor. And as far as I know, I am not a sideline.
And you're wearing really cool shoes.
Oh, and I get to wear 4-inch body heels. And makeup and my hair is down.
It's been amazing for us this weekend, all of those of us up here. We don't get a chance to see each other anymore very often, and with not with this number of us together at one time. And I sit here at these panels and look out, and I get very emotional because you, the fans, are so much part of Battlestar Galactica. And sitting here, I feel like I'm sitting with family, and we're just sitting around, kicking it around, and every once in a while that character will get up and ask the same question, and we